Okay, back to the game now. I made a little starting screen using my previous map and some recording that I did for no reason. But let me talk about yesterday. So yesterday, I had built this industrial port. Well, starting to build it, it's not finished yet. But again, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just waiting for some assets to come out for the next update, which is tomorrow. Um, I'm trying to think of a way to explain this. So while I was over here the entire time building, I never looked at the rest of the city. I loaded the game up just to place some signs, because I don't know if you want to watch me place all these signs down. I just do it for me. But I've been doing that a little bit offline. The game was paused the entire time. I never looked at the rest of the city. The entire stream I was building this. I never looked back. So the traffic got kind of bad at some point. I don't know when. The entire stream on yesterday, the traffic just went down. No, not yet. The new update comes out tomorrow. So I'm waiting for that. I was just saying, like, while I was building this entire thing yesterday, I never looked at the rest of the map. Later to find out, there is a 44% traffic. Something went wrong while I was building this the entire time. I didn't notice the entire stream. And it's over here in this cluster. I know what the problem is. It is this portion right here. Since I erased the parking lot, nobody knows where to park. And they're driving in circles. Like this one says driving parking lot number 2. Most of them are going to park somewhere. I don't know where they're going to park. But I'm gonna try to fix this traffic problem right now because this is a huge problem. Going all the way back about to where this highway merges into the area. And this portion over here. So this is the emergency fix that I was talking about in the title. And they're all trying to find their way around to make a U-turn to come back onto this highway. Just to, I guess, ease some traffic. But I kind of laughed when I started the game up today, just to look at this. So the problem being, they're all going in one lane, just to avoid, under here, I did touch this a little bit. Originally, this was set to, straight and turn. It wasn't a turn-only lane, which it should have been. So, I did change this to a turn-only lane, so that kind of fixed the problem on one part. However, it cannot clear the traffic. I'm going to avoid pressing clear traffic. Avoid, not that one, is it? Yeah, avoid, if I toggle dezoning or despawning, they will all despawn. I'm going to try to avoid doing that. I want to see it go away clearly. So, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to update this into 3 lanes. They can turn where they want to turn. I'm going to lock this position as well. But at the same time, this lane only turns. I might want to put this as a straight and turn lane on this side as well. I mean, this side is fine going straight by itself, but let's see this for now. I want to see if this changes anything at all, but with this being the case, when it's 3 lanes, they will all go into one of the 3 lanes instead of just one lane to turn. So this should maybe solve some issue. They might still get stuck here. But yeah, this is causing a lot of backup just within the city itself. Not for long, not for much. I'm surprised it didn't happen for long, but Did happen nonetheless. I'm trying to see. This might fix it. This might not. They are starting to ease up a little bit, because they are in the third lane. Maybe some of them didn't want to go here, so maybe they'll try to come back around again. What I can do is individually, like, delete a long vehicle that's empty. Like this one, this truck is pretty empty, just to open up some space. But the problem being is that they're blocking the road. They're blocking the box. With this is a problem because they can barely squeeze by, but eventually they will. Unless they're doing the illegal and coming into here, which I don't want them to do. But yeah, right now they're all turning left, or turning right, which was this side. I kind of... There's nothing really I can do about this, to be honest. Nothing I can do about... There is something I can do about this, however. I could make this 3 lanes instead of 2. I do like this road, however. I might revert it back. But let's try this. Let's make this lane only come on the outside. Let's force them all to exit so they can at least clear some space for this side. So this should work. A little bit. It was working at first, but should clear out a little bit of space, which will empty some space in here. I believe most people want to go straight. They want to go straight, but they're stuck in a lock turning. This is what I mean when I say I prefer to put only lanes on in the downtown area, because they do tend to do this. They tend to gridlock themselves, which causes a ton of traffic, which you see on the outside is what it caused. I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna let time pass. I'm gonna see if this fixes itself. This portion, it is moving, which is nice. So maybe this will... Actually, where's the traffic? Traffic, it's moving. They're just changing lanes. So I guess the traffic is moving. In here, I need this to clear out first before I do anything. It's starting to clear out, which is nice, but they're blocking the road. I don't know why... Oh, because I set them to block, to go through, which they shouldn't. Let me turn those off. That's why they're blocking the road. Maybe that was a problem. I don't remember setting that, but I guess I did at some point. Roadwork props. What I could do is guard props. Like R2. R2 side. Lucky, where is it? Bottom. I don't know why these pop up under R2, but this one. One-way prop. All traffic will go in this direction. It's floating a little bit, but I like props like these. But the traffic will eventually clear itself. Eventually. Not sure when. Also, I did yesterday, not yesterday, today, just before I started stream, I found what I was looking for, and Mesh 3D made the best thing I could see. It is these, the New Jersey Transit trains. These are the type of things, the vehicles that I was looking for like a branch line, and it's perfect. It comes with 2 pairs, 2, 4, and 8 is long. I wish it was 6, then 8, but 2 is perfect. And 4 as well. These trains, and they have an interior, so if I were to go in first person view, I could sit in the train and make it act like I'm driving, or just a passenger. But these trains are found on the Northeast Corridor in New Jersey. They are perfect for putting on the outside track for this track. I'll set that up after I touch up the industrial area, but this should clear up now. What I am going to do is actually clear... I don't want that train to be spawning randomly, because it's a commuter train, not a inner city train. I'm going to turn it off from spawning. That one. I could just type in New Jersey, but I'd rather scroll through and look for it. So here it is. New car. I don't want this to spawn. This to spawn. Interior. I have both variants, interior and the regular version. I just wanted to try the interior, see what it looked like. Nothing's placed yet. None of the trains are placed yet. But the traffic will fix itself. They're all gonna keep recycling themselves until they figure out where they want to go. That's gonna clear out. That's gonna clear out. Eventually, it'll come to a point where I just force them to lock in the area. But vehicles from this side are starting to clear out. So traffic is working now. Hopefully the highway is actually a lot better. They're just trying to merge, I guess. That's their big problem. But the highway is working. As long as there's no traffic here, this will clear itself out. All of this will clear itself out. They do have their own right-of-way when entering the highway. This isn't a problem. And again, I do like seeing traffic like this. I don't mind the traffic like that. It was just a little bit too much traffic. Specifically in here. Again, they're starting to lock themselves in. They can, hopefully, I'm hoping for is like things like this. I don't want them to stop here. I want them to keep going. Like places like this. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's probably messing up traffic, to be honest. Yeah, right here. It says they're going in a loop twice. So this person, for some reason, wants to come into this lane, loop around once, and then come around again. I don't know why they do that. They like to do that a lot. Like here. This ambulance is looping around, and looping around again. I don't know why they just don't go in their respected lane, but they do that anyway. But I noticed a problem with the death care and stuff. Death care was causing a problem, which actually I should have checked with the stocks, which I can sell this. I'm gonna sell that. Maybe I can get it to level 2. I can't. I can get it for max level probably. Let's stop at 3 for now. But I'm gonna let this run its cycle. I will have to probably like erase larger vehicles just for them to fit. Large trucks that have nothing in them. They're all going in circles, but they'll clear themselves out eventually. Now, for the update tomorrow, I will get all the packs. The only pack that I probably will not get is the African World Tour pack. That's the only pack that I probably won't get, because I personally don't see a use in that pack that I can use. I don't know anything that I would use in that pack, to be honest. But every other pack that I'll have. So the idea is I'm going to use the industrial pack in this area, that's for sure. I never looked up anything. Usually I would look up things that I would want to use in the packs. Like I'd look up past things like the Plazas and Parmeradas district. I looked up everything about that before I got it. The hotels. I didn't look up a single thing about the hotels. I don't know what they do. I don't know. I just don't know what they do. And I'm gonna try to keep that as a surprise to myself. I'm gonna try to figure it out what it does. The only thing I do know about the hotels is that there are different styles of hotels. Like they have different purposes, but I don't know what the purposes are. I try not to look into it too much. That's mainly it. The others, the New York City pack, I can use that. I can place it. Who knows? Maybe I can replace some of these buildings and put them as New York style. Or up here as well, replace some of these and put them as New York, Queens. It's a nice pack. Visually, it's a pack that looks just like suburban area of Brooklyn. I'm not sure about Queens because I've never really been to Queens that much. What other pack is there? What other pack? Brooklyn, Queens, hotels, industrial. Oh, the Japan. Japan. Might get Japan just for the buildings that it has. Maybe like the train stations, the different design stations. I might get it just for that. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm getting all the packs, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I have cones, to be honest. I don't have cones. I don't have cones for an asset, which actually is amazing for me. I really don't have cones. Mostly I just have signs everywhere. This lane is... I feel like they're doing something funky here. Why isn't R going? You're still blocking the road. Are you set to... Why do I do this? They keep blocking the road. I gotta turn that off. They want to turn. They want to turn. However, they can't turn because this is backed up. Because you're in the way. You're all in the way. I'm sorry. I have to delete you. You are annoying me. You're going out of the city. I will erase you from existence. This should be clear now. So, no, I know the reason why. I set this to go through because this node is so close. So notice it here. One car goes through, then the other one will stop. He's turning, so he's not going to stop. They're turning. If they're turning, they're not going to stop. But if they're going straight, they're going to stop because this node is so close to this road. That's why I set them to go through no matter what. Yeah, right here, they stopped. This person stops. This person's going to stop. Even though the light's green, pretty sure. They're going to wait for this to be clear. Light turn green. I'm going to enable this back so I can clear the traffic back here. Speed it up so I can see how they progress. So, I'm going... Oh, I hope that I'm making a loop. Good. Loop. But... eventually it'll become a little bit more... I should make this into 3 lanes, to be honest. But 2 lanes is good enough in my opinion. I don't think 3 lanes is... I think 3 lanes might be too much over here. I still think 3 lanes is a little too much right here, but... if I don't make this 3 lanes, it'll... I guess it'll cause a problem, but... I think 2 lanes is fine, to be honest. It's clear now. Through here should proceed clearly. These people might be trying to fix themselves by making U-turns, but... it should be clear now. There shouldn't be any problems here now. It'll be red for a while. Highway is... yep, highway's good. Okay, back to 76. That's what I like to see. So, it was just this spot causing all the traffic, which I knew would happen in the future. It usually happens with areas that come right off of a highway that will cause all the traffic, but... as long as it's flowing now, it shouldn't lock itself up again. I don't... it might, but I don't think it will. As long as these lights don't stop all in unison. This one is a time traffic light. That might be the problem. This one might not be long enough to clear out all the traffic. So let me actually do that. I don't think this one's long enough. That's about 30 seconds of wait time. Yeah, I didn't think this many people would come here though. Strange. I just want to see how long it'll take for it to light to change. I believe it's gonna be 15 seconds. 15. I think that might be fine actually. This light changes and clears everything. I think this might be fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'm gonna go back over here now. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But it should be fine now. I'm gonna continue to work on this. I did install the mod that you guys were talking about, the assets for the roads. The one you roads, the Terraformer network. I do like this asset a lot. It does work in various places. It didn't work here because it did cause... it looked fine, but the concrete that this road naturally has, it stuck through. So I just kept this way here. But it will work for different areas where I build a quay and it will kind of have this ugly protrusion. This mod does come in handy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working on this. I'm going to try to find space for this to fit. It is too large, and there is a new industrial building coming out as well, which I want to find space for. I have all the space in here as well, and a little bit out here. However, this cannot fit, so I'm going to move this in here, most likely. I want to try to avoid touching buildings in here. Buildings and roads. Just because of the update that comes out tomorrow. I want to see everything that comes out, so I know what I want to place and whatnot. I will connect everything here, though. And I should probably get the walls finished as well. This might not stay for long. It might become a warehouse building, or it just might be moved somewhere else. Maybe this can... If this were up right this way, this would fit in here. Most likely. That might be the plan, honestly. This might... I could do this now. I don't think this would have any gameplay problems for tomorrow. Here, just make a little crevice for this road. I'm gonna make this a one-way as well. I did see the new roads for the industry update. So the 3-lane and the 3-lane split 3-lane medium road. That's a nice touch, honestly. I didn't think about that. But 3 lanes would be not bad, honestly. So here, train fits pretty snug in here, to be honest. But main problem being, how do I get the road to come around? I could just have a railroad crossing. Railroad crossings are a little iffy in this spot. Not in terms of networking, but in terms of how many trains will pass by. I fear how many trains will pass by. And I'm not sure about this building. Either it's right to left or left to right that the vehicles will come out of. I'm gonna wait for a train to spawn. I'm gonna connect this and see which way a train spawns. Just to see which way to enter from, because I feel like for some reason it's different from the cargo shipping ports to these smaller freight terminals. I just don't remember. I'm just gonna make this not mix for now. I just want to test it out. I'm not gonna connect this at all. I'm gonna make it go shallow. Bring this road closer. Looking out. I'm gonna bring this closer. There's no rail crossing or anything. I just want to see which way the trucks and vehicles will come from. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. And I'm just gonna leave this like that as well. This is just a test. I'm not gonna do anything sketchy. Hopefully a train comes by. Might take a while, but hopefully a train comes by. I believe to make a train come faster, I could just put down some warehouses and maybe put something in it, like a small one, put it right by the train. Maybe a train will pass by. So just put some commercial stuff in here. Just for now. Hopefully the trucks will probably do it themselves, but... Hopefully a train comes by as well. But the last update. Last update for City Skylines. They did say there were some things that they were also going to post as well. Not really the last update, maybe like some bug fixes or something. I'm not sure what they said, but they said they were going to do some other minor things. This is the last major update, but I do hope that City Skylines 2 comes out in the summer. That'd be nice. This will make dead ends. Dead ends that run into here. Nothing too long. I did forget to put the asset for the cargo trains. All their carts. I had it before. I got rid of them. Just because they were a little large. File size were like 150 megabytes. There were a lot of them. Got rid of some. I don't mind bringing it back, to be honest. game will take a little bit longer to load, but I do that off stream anyway. I do it before the game's already loaded by the time I start streaming, so I don't really have to wait. There's no music. Let's go Paradise. I do go Paradise a lot, but let's go Paradise. This train does come from underground. It needs to slope for a distance before it reascends. I might start from back here. Hopefully the grade does not stick out. Here. Okay, grade does not, but 3 feet is pretty deep. Up to here. These tracks will merge at this point. It will be elevated, so you know what? Maybe they just make this come the entire way. Now, this will be steep. I know that for a fact. It's the same. 3. I'm actually amazed that it's the same. I'm gonna bring this down because it needs to match this one's height. Here. 2.7. That's good. That's better than 0.3. This will connect to here. Again, this is the airport line. And I'm just putting this track for a way for it to connect to the other shipping lines. In this case, this needs to have a point where it turns and comes back. But maybe not. Maybe I can have a division point right here where it kind of meets with this one, giving the ability to turn around. This can come across. I still don't know where this is gonna go, to be honest. This could come from here, but I don't think that'll be the case. Here, let me slope this better. I do want to put a quay wall right here just to avoid these. A normal quay should fit. Nothing too weird. Just a regular, no, not a stone. One with a railing because the highway's right here, so the railing there. Just along this road. Go up to this point. Hopefully the quays are nice to me today. Good. Okay. Oh, except for this one. Of course, you gotta be like that. Yeah, it's fine. Is it fine? Are you fine? Let me try the tip that I heard yesterday. If I put one on this side. Oh, they're both gonna act the same way. Oh, no, it works. Okay, cool. Never mind. It works. These will connect up until this point. They'll connect up here. It will be on a hill, however, so maybe by this point, it should just be one track. Let's combine these together, combine this from there, combine this a little bit higher. This will turn. This turn. Fix it by straightening it out and just moving it outward so it's correctly, and that should be good. I did also split these up, so one way down, one way up, so the trains will go on both sides, they'll go around it. I just want to have a nice pattern of the trains moving. Let me fix these notes as well. Don't want anything red.
It fills my heart with exquisite melancholy as I idle away the hours languishing upon my couch, and Edgar goes on for a while here. But we get it, and we love it too. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a special one coming up next, aimed right at the poor Faragenite in you. Keep it tuned right here.
There's one thing I hope City Skylines 2 does is really take advantage of. your GPU. If you have a good GPU, I really hope it takes advantage of it. I hope it does not eat RAM. The one thing I desire the most. RAM usage is important. I don't want to eat all of it. This will have to come back into here. Here, this can meet at probably this point, to be honest. At this road. They'll meet together. However, I do want access to the outside, so maybe from just the endpoint. I don't know if I want the curve portion. Maybe not here. Let's go here. Fix this curve. Remove the trees. I don't want to erase all of them. I did also erase some more trees on the outside. So the mountains, they do have less trees. Just to increase frame rate for the trees, because trees do tend to decrease frame rate if you have too many of them. This node is too close. Set these to only. Here, these can be 2 lanes turn left, because that's where most traffic will be guided. For the industry update, I'm going to need all of the industry buildings to be placed. But oil, ore. I could do ore today, to be honest. I did want to have just a large ore fields. All of it's in the water, to be honest. I might just use these. I might paint in some ore if I wanted to. Which I might do in this empty area, to be honest. This open field. I might paint ore over here. There is a lot of ore over here as well, but I don't want to touch this area. Because this will be my nature reserve. I want to keep that intact. So the ore will most likely be extracted over here. So I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to cheat. Not much. This is the only thing I cheat in. Just by painting ore areas or grass or farmland. That's all I do. I try not to mess up anything else. I should get these trains to connect. And this will also be a good connection to the ore as well. The ore is right next to it. They don't really need trains, to be honest, but not a bad idea to have trains that connect to the ore field. So maybe this track will connect to the ores. This one I might bypass, to be honest. We'll have connections to it, but most likely it'll bypass. Not most likely, maybe indefinitely it'll bypass, because this one can also go the same area, so let's do that. One road will come out of this road, maybe from here. I'll have to move some of these rocks around. So ore industry does not use a lot of vehicles. Just what I've noticed whenever I play this game. Topography though, topography is a problem. Here I know it's a problem in there, but here heights. Still in this land. Tend to not like hills in the industry areas, to be honest. This road is slightly elevated, a higher pitch. Bring this over. This area is large enough. I could also keep this elevated, to be honest. Make bridges underneath, just for the smaller, or whatever else I want to put in this area. To go across like this. Train station is right here. Not connected to anything yet. Just because this road can't have people on it. I'll erase these trees, however. I don't want trees in the ore area, not too many anyway. And I'll just set this down for now. I can place that at a junction, but let me elevate this. Same heights as this side. Now, the question being, how will I get across this train? I guess it'll go over it. Bit of under it now. Hopefully it can. They are on a very similar incline, but this one does look a little bit higher. That'll be fine. No, actually, let's make this go a little bit higher. Just because it's already at that point where it's rising from this point. So let's connect this first. No, I'm not connecting that. This will come across. Just turn. It'll descend back onto the ground. Maybe this one will pass underneath. And they'll meet back up out here. Or there could just be no train here. These back to the water. I could just erase them. Let's see. Here, let's make a simple designed ore area. So one to the water, more than one to the water, to be honest. I don't think I'll have much space for any indoor ore areas, interior ore areas. Make this wider. In terms of the size, let's here. And who knows, maybe I'll make some of the facilities over here. Well, this is Industrial Island, so maybe I'll put the facilities, like the larger buildings, the industrial buildings over here. Again, for oil, I don't know where I'll put oil. There are oil patches in the middle of nowhere. There's one at the very top of the map. I don't think I'll build up there. I might have to place my own oil area, to be honest. Might be not on there. Maybe I don't want to put this in here because this will be the hotel area. One of the hotels area. I believe. I still don't know how they work, but I might put one version of the hotel here. Who knows? Maybe my whole downtown area will change by Wednesday. Just by the hotels themselves. I'm just gonna place down the buildings that I need so far. Or just let's put the large buildings down over here. Yeah. Large one. Storage, I believe. So, okay. That already. Grinding. I like that two of the small ones. Storage. I could put a storage over there. This area will just be where my stuff will be manufactured. Hopefully the problem... No, it won't be a problem. Okay, never mind. I was hoping that nobody would cross this railroad crossing because eventually there'll be too many trains here. It will cause a problem. It might cause traffic. I don't think that'll be the case. I'm gonna make this... Let's go with the bridge form. I never use this bridge form for the industrial road. Water is low, but there's no point for this bridge, but I'm gonna use it. I never really get a chance to use it. Spin it out. Pay for all of these. traffic okay. I think it's still 70. I think 76 would be the normal number, the nominal number for the city. 76 might be normal. As long as it's not below or above. Well, it's fine if it's above, but as long as it's not below 76, 77 now. I tend to leave everything at 70. 70 is fine. 70 is a good threshold for traffic, to be honest. 60, I have to fix it. Anywhere in the 69 areas, I have to fix it. Ore. So the buildings that'll go in the ore area, the main extractors, I guess. I prefer to have this by a mountain. Like, maybe close to these. To use one of these extraction buildings. Like the large one. There is nowhere flat. Or there is no good place to have this but near a hill. However, you can take advantage of dirt roads in this case and excavate downwards to make it look like it's digging into a hill. So, a dirt road. I can make an offshoot, maybe go from here. One that's a little shorter. It'll descend down gradually. Go here. Turn once, then descend again. I'm gonna turn on sloping. Yeah. I'm just doing this weird thing right now. Not oftentimes that I do this. This will be the path down to this little dug-in area. Now the upper road will be maintained. This one descends. Zigzag. And let's actually dig this road out. So take this, paint it along color. See, I'm just gonna get rid of these. They are a little close. I'll keep these. I might not, maybe. The buildings might have to go there for the ore extraction. This road. Turn this road into a dirt road at a certain point. Put trees on this dirt road as well. This will go up and around. Maybe not connecting. Maybe let's make a dead end, like right here. Just end this dirt road. I believe I can only put one extractor in here though, and it is touching the main road. This thing is long. I didn't realize it was this long. So let's actually bring these back. Set it back by one. Snapping. Pull it back. This one will be pulled back by 2. Make sure it connects correctly. That seems fine. Should be long enough. I hope. It's still pretty close. You know what? I could just revert this the other way. Let's face this in this direction. This one makes more sense. It is facing toward the train. This side makes more sense, so let's do it here. I'm gonna move this up for now. Make this a dirt road instead. So this can be dirt facing this way. The same thing. Go down 13 feet. Cross. Down again. Now, real life speaking, don't do this in real life. Don't mine next water unless you want your place to flood the inside. The train is here. Oh, the train is there. The train can go straight. I'll make the train go straight. Yeah, the train will go straight. Yeah. Dig this in. This might not be long enough. It's, you know, I'm not gonna complain about this. This might be fine. Close to the train, yes. but they're not digging the train. Digging around the train. This will go straight. I'm gonna set a tray. I'm just gonna pull this forward, to be honest. Line this up. This road is too big, so just make it regular 2-lane road. 2-lane industrial road. In terms of where it's going, I don't know yet. It might just come back here. There are some buildings that I want to place in here, such as the storage buildings.
No matter what stage of life you're in,
I don't think I'll put any of these larger buildings in here. Just storage, to be honest. Storage would just go in here. Nothing can fit here. It's pretty small spaced. The what is this? The maintenance building can go here. I can fill this gap in now. Or I'm stupid. Why didn't I just put these? I just put these buildings, like the smaller trucks. Fit fine down here. This will just have to disappear. Or maybe just make this one square wide. Maybe this would be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let me move this. I'm just gonna just erase that. I think this will be fine here. Erase this road. Doesn't fit anymore, so. And just fill in the rest of the area. Fill in the rest of the landfill that I took away. As if they're continuing to mine this area. What is this? What are you doing? Please get down from there. I didn't like that. Let's heck. Doesn't like that. Very janky setup. Very janky. In terms of offshore mining, I would like maybe 2 of these down, 1 there, and maybe 1 over here. That's too close. 1 over here on these floating islands, or maybe out here, maybe down. Let's try. I don't want to go too close to the train, but I also want to keep it in land. Maybe here's fine. Just a small island will kind of hinder me. This is a boat after all, so this island will hinder me. Theoretically speaking, there's nowhere for these boats to go. There's nowhere for these boats to go, but it is distracting. Only if that boat was moving, it would have nowhere to go, so not moving now. Right? Trees, though. A lot of trees in this map. Autosave. But the free update, let's see, the free update did have a lot of things that I wanted to look at. Like I never really used the trolley buses from Sunset Harbor, so that'll be a good time to use that. Since there are more buses, since the 1 bus is really not good in terms of capacity. What else? The new trains as well. The new trains from the Tokyo or Japan. They look good. Their capacity is 680, which is a lot. But I still prefer to use my New Jersey Transit trains, to be honest. Maybe I'll use it at a certain time, maybe at a certain point, just to see what it looks like. But I think I'll still stick with my trains that I have. Now, I kind of don't like that this goes over, to be honest. I'd rather this go below. Here it does ascend. Maybe from here I could just make it go under. However, if I do that, this will be a problem. This can't go under. No, it can. But I can't connect it to this. Could this road be on a hill? To the point where this can connect. Make it... This will probably be underground. See, this thing's already interrupting me, this entire line. I think I might put this underground. Or just on the ground. It does hinder my progress. Honest. Let me try that. The same height at this point. From this point, it will descend. Just because I have this wall here. Let's say it's already underground from this point. That's a little too deep maybe. See, from this point, open across here. 0.6, then maybe at a third of the way, it goes a little bit flatter. Like 1.9, this point should be, yeah, 0.9. That's good. I'm going to put this side underground as well, so this from here to here will be the same height. Just force it underground. Now, in terms of the type of tunnel, I only mainly just have two types. I could use the same tunnel that I've used over here, which I don't think the look would work. I think this look works for something that it's a large tunnel that goes underwater. This one just could be a basic tunnel, your basic underground tunnel. So just using the same road, I'll just make a tunnel. Just stick up a little. Because it's trying to connect. Still sticks up, so I'm going to lower it a little bit deeper. This will go a little bit deeper underground. I thought that'd be enough, but not. Underground from here. Until I can't see it anymore. Then from here, let me see if I could... The heights? Good. When I can't see it, that's good. From this point, from here, make it ascend. Let's go from here. 2.6, 3.0. The same thing I've been doing before. Level it out. Certain points. So 1.9 to 2.4. Here, 1.9. 0.1. Here, 0.9. 1.6. 1.3. And it should just... At one point, it'll just kind of dip. Not too sharp, hopefully. This quay wall will descend. This point only at the road height. So at road height, it's not high for some reason. I just manually do it myself. Same on this side. This side will be a little bit longer. So let's extend this quay down a little bit farther. Let's go up to here. Again, this is at standard height, which is strange. Just to make it get that look that it's descending without having it look like it's descending. You know what I mean? It looks like it's going down. The side stays level. I just like that look. And for this side, the other side of the quay wall can be the original stone that I always use. So the stone quays. I'm gonna mirror this quay itself. I don't want to mirror the railroad. It will become welded with the rail, which will be not good. And it is long. You gotta cut it back so it fits correctly. Just like that. Maybe a little bit longer. This one naturally is lower than this one. Off. Naturally like that, since this was naturally high for some reason, which I don't understand, but easy fix. Nothing to complain about, really. Only complain when it keeps happening or it's something that reoccurring to a point where it's just annoying. I believe the only way to fix this is to bring this back. Pull this inward. Just to get rid of that hump. Yeah. This can be set to custom. Now, this gray spot, I'm gonna try to ignore this. It was underground. I have more work, or more space to work with. I could bring this over here now. And maybe like put a little hill instead of setting this underground. Maybe I'll keep this side, but maybe I'll move this over here actually. I think it would be better on this side than this side. I'll keep this side elevated to normal heights. I can't have normal road passing through here. Dirt roads, I don't mind dirt roads in the ore area because most trucks in real life have dirt roads when they're traveling through like stone hills or rocky terrain. Always dirt. They're never really roads until they reach the actual road. This can be brought to the back. This can sit in the bottom here. Storage units. And sit there. This is face it this way.
High flyers and high rollers. You're listening to the sweet sounds of paradise. Keep it tuned right where it's at.
Fill in the gap, you could just continue to use dirt roads. Nothing wrong with that. I completely forgot about the other line. I should just pull this forward. This can maybe squeeze somewhere. Where though? This can maybe fall between here. I could move these to this side over here. Notice. The facilities are here, so what I can do, put this space up, see how long this is, then I can put a road between here. 7. Put a road here, make this one face this way. Let's face this way. And just maybe, yeah, this can fit. So put that there. Put this on the side with the lower elevation. This can ride along, right in the center here. Railroad crossing across. I don't think too many vehicles will pass along here. There's 7 trucks, that's not a lot. And 4 trucks, that's not a lot. So they can pass here. A building here. I'm going to use these standard cargo ports. Bring it back just a little bit. Now, in terms of... Can I fit under here? No, I cannot. Possible. I bring this here. I can, but elevation is too high at this point. Can this railroad crossing across? Or can this road dip? I think that might be the solution. This road can dip. rather mess with the road than mess with the railroad, to be honest. There is a railroad under here. So let me move this node a little bit further. This can dip pretty far, not too much, but it can dip. Resulting in this one to dip as well. Not by much though. Same here, this can ascend back. This point. Train passes under here, so there's nothing I could do beyond this point. Unless I can make the train deeper if I wanted to, but this track, let's make this one curve upward a little bit further. Take off snapping, make this one curve naturally, make this one here. I do want this to at least reach this point. I want this to be a little bit elevated, not too much, just a little bit, like maybe up to here. It should have a clearance under here. Once elevated just a little bit. Wrap around here into exiting to this terminal, which will then come across and continue. This might have to move though. I could put this down here. Can we find there? Let's try that. Cross. This, make this the same elevation as here. Flip this back. Mess up my whistling every time. Song. Here. Now I do want specific node placement. Node close by. Not that close, like right here. And this back. And this should calm itself down by just sloping this. And it should be feasible. This is really close though. A truck cannot fit under here. Even if I put this type of bridge, I do not think a truck will fit under here. Yeah, it's the same height. I'm gonna wait for that garbage truck to come by. Let me see if it can fit, but don't think a truck will fit. Off the wires, make it ousted. If a truck can fit. If not, turn off triple speed. I saw it hit the top, so a truck cannot fit. Cannot fit once it gets here, because there are trucks taller than the garbage truck, so it can't fit there. What I can do is drag this back a little bit. Train is there. What I will do with the train, we'll bring it down. Messing up this side, I don't want to mess this up too much. A truck should fit now. I believe a truck should fit. I'm just going to lower this a little bit deeper. These nodes are really close to each other, but I'm going to lower this a little bit. Clearance. Why are these nodes so close? They shouldn't be so close. Erase that node and erase this node. They shouldn't be so close to each other. Bring this a little bit lower, and then re-slope it so it fits a lot better. Now, there are two quays there, which I kind of hate. Here. That should be more feasible. The truck should fit. I really hope a large truck passes by right now. Really nice. Garbage truck's coming. There's a truck. Okay, so this truck right here. If this truck can fit, then any truck can fit. This one specifically. Fronts can't pass. Good. Okay. This one could actually use a prop clearance. So R2. I did find a clearance sign. It is a 14-0. Just for decoration. 14 feet 4 inches. Fine clearance sign. Can match the road. Let's turn this into a procedural object because it just makes it easier to place. Instead of using a prop anarchy or prop control. That's a good clearance. Like a real life clearance, this height, I guess. So hopefully... that's my RAM on that part. Hopefully this does solve itself out. Nothing was drastically moved too much, luckily. This was sloped. Can't be set to middle. Can do is force it to be middle. Oh no, I don't want to do that. A little too ugly, so just make it split in. Be able to just convert itself to middle. Train can fit there, or trucks can fit there. Let's come across. The other train is right underneath it, nearby. So what I can do is actually make these merge underground, which is this tunnel asset really meshes well with merging underground, unlike some others that do have some problems doing that. I'll come across here. I don't mind rail crossings here. The train is right here underground. Now, here it does have to turn, or this one can be straight. I'm gonna have to move this one straighter so I can have space for it to come underground. Move two at a time so it cleans itself out. This one can go straight now. Make a little stopping point right here, and then just start to descend. I never make anything descend from a railroad crossing. It looks weird. There's some little bit of problems. That'll be too deep too fast. So let's go 26. It will be underground once it goes by this hill, because the hill is pretty tall. I am starting to see the railroad right there, but it's fine because I'm going to put a quay wall right next to it. From this point, it'll be underground. There is a very steep hill here. So let's go up to 39 feet, I guess. 39 feet there. And this will start. This is already underground, so from here, 52 is too much, so 39 as well. At that point, they both reach the same points. Tunnels are kind of dark. I can use Bob to remove this darkness. What is that shining through? That's the dirt. Using this, let's straighten this out so it feels more appropriate. So 1.2, good. This goes down naturally. If I were looking down the rail crossing, it will come. Yeah, it's pretty steep. Let's see if I can fix that. Unless that's a natural height, that's as natural as I'll get. So just this. Bring this one down just slightly. It does look weird if I do that. Let's set it back to normal. Can I slope it at all? Like just... I can do that. Let's go with that. That looks fine. I'll keep it like that. Put a quay next to this. So I can remove this stain. Not a thick quay though, because thicker one will interrupt this. So let's... well, you can use this one as well. Parallel this point to, let's go up to here. Just on this side. Bring this down. There. Let's use it from both sides, just for the look of having the same quay. Now, right to this side, I'm going to select this to nodes only, just to select the ends of the quays themselves, which are pretty hidden. Set it to object height, to be this side. Allows me to then slope them correctly. I will have to cut them back. However, I'm going to select them again because they're not properly heightened. They are weird like that. Same with these two. Let me select all of them at once. Not properly heightened. There. And reline it again. This is what I don't want. I'm hoping... I'm not sure which way they're facing. Let me place a... Can I upgrade this to a regular quay just to see what they look like? I can't, because they're not quays. This one is close. Didn't realize how close it was. Oh, that might be the problem. Maybe it's too close. Sure. Select those and reselect these. Move us closer. Let me see if that's the... No, that's naturally like that. Naturally occurring. Let's see. Maybe I can try to use Terraform Network. I don't know if that'll fix it or remove it, but I'm gonna try. So there, let me just go 1U. Easier to find if I do this. So 1U. I don't know if this fixes it or not, but I'm gonna just test it on a small sample. It does. Cool. Okay, good. That's perfect. Let me undo this. Let me do that to the rest. First, let me erase the excess. Don't want that sticking through. Then pull this back so it doesn't interrupt this train above too much. That's right there, and let me terraform. I'm gonna use the 2 version, so 2U. Or be a little bit wider. Just fix this, because this is kind of ugly. Can I go around? No, I can't. Maybe good. Up to a point, it's good. I can pull it back a little. Same will be said for here. And I could raise it up because it's unnaturally, this quay is unnaturally tall for some reason. So I could just raise it up. It's both of them up to this road level. It's a lot better. And then pull this one back. Pull these 2 back. Interrupting the road above. And that should be good. This back a little too, just so I can see the exit side of the tunnel. Much so. Same thing here, pull this back a few. Yeah, so it has a nice look. Going underground, see a commuter train pass by above. Go to the lines. Then they go underground and they meet each other. And beyond here, maybe I'll stop here. I'll continue here once I continue the cargo airport. Or maybe I'll stop here for now. We'll unlock this and make this match. Again, they could use any kind of network or station track. They can use any time of those. I'm gonna go ground, wooden, low entry, station track. It's no wires. Pull this back because I believe they're in each other, so this back and pull this back. Here, what I keep forgetting is that I want to pull this forward. I want this. Some of the freight trains are a little long, so I want this to go at its maximum length. Only on this side, maybe not on this side. Well, maybe on that side as well. Let's go to its maximum length. Pull this back as well. Then lock it back. The trains will stop all the way up here instead of back here. Some of the trains are 12 car long or 18 car long. I try not to go above 18 because 24 does cause some problems. And the longest one, like the 96 car one, that's too long. I can't use that. It's nice, but I can't use it. Here, I made this parallel, just the regular brick, stone version. We'll be close. At that point, it will be close. Over there, it's fine. I just pull it back. Bend itself. And this one should bend itself. This one can be brought forward, though. Pull this one out as well, just to remove those lines. There's fine, I guess. Pull this a little bit. I can pull the tunnel. Nah, it's fine there. Can't do anything much there. Hopefully a train comes by. Let's see. I need to see if one comes by up here as well. I wanted to test it out. Nothing there. Not yet. The rest of the ore area. Oh, this? It's this way. Could have faced the other way. I could put two back to back. Get another one and place it by next door. Or use the small one. Small one might make more sense. There's no zoning here for some reason. There's no zoning here at all for some reason. A hill that I can't see. Bring this down so it matches. I don't want to go too far because the water is right there. In real life, you probably shouldn't do this in real life. If there's water right there and you excavate downward, that's probably a bad idea. But I'm just doing it for this purpose. There we go. Is there a prop for like not a flood wall, but like sandbags? There's sandbags. Maybe I'll look for one, but I think placing sandbags all alongside here will probably be good. Good way to prevent water from entering. Flood wall that acts like a flood wall, but not a flood wall. Flood walls are pretty large. Now, in terms of ore production, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, I'm not sure about you, but I'll leave you there for now. I could have put a cave, actually. A cave might be better over here. Put it at the end. A little cave entry. Oh, if it floods, oh, that's on you, but we're not down there when it floods. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's great. 6, 4, 6, 7. I think there should be enough production for ore. I believe. I usually like to go excess. Let me remove this one. I don't know where I would put a road on this island, so. But this is a boat. I'm going to kind of race you. Go to this island a little bit. It is on a boat. A boat that cannot pass through any bridge. It gets outside. Trees as well. Can't forget the trees. So, in terms of where you will go, pass. I did have a drawbridge. However, I do not believe I installed the other portion. I just installed one portion of it, but I forgot the other portion. And it requires a mod, like a drawbridge mod, but I got rid of that mod because I never used it. And I feel like one day it'd break, especially after this update. It might break for a while, so I'm not going to use it. But this bridge doesn't require the drawbridge mod, so I kept this one because it looked nice. It was a nice industry bridge. You can turn height. Really nice bridge. Nice truss. Under truss. I did keep this one. I don't have a place to use it yet because it's pretty deep in design. And can a train fit under here? That'd be really cool if a train could fit. Wait, it's meant for a train, it looks like, from these portions right here. So a train can fit under here. If I could, I would have put a freight train under there. And let's say one track though, but that's fine. Pull this out a little. No, that's fine. I'm gonna keep this the way it is. And I'm gonna fix up the rest of the buildings. Here, I'll keep them as industrial roads. I will put a little grid layout in here as well, just for them. However, I can't do it with this quay here, so I'm gonna pull this forward and back. This one is the biggest one. It does fit. Hopefully it's an exact square, not a rectangle. It does not fit. I lied. It's not an exact... It is an exact square, but it doesn't fit. What I can do is bring this down one. Nothing wrong with doing that. Maybe for the whole thing, to be honest. One, let it set to snap. You don't like that. I'm gonna do it manually. I don't want to mess up the grid lines, the zoning lines. Pull this all the way forward. I don't know why it always sets to -7. Bring this there and then bring this here. This was a bridge, so I'll get this. Lost traffic. Good. Make that back. This is a good square now. Everything fits correctly. I don't have a water source over here, which is good. How was my water? I never checked in a while. I'm losing water, but not too much. Power is still good. Keeping this intact. I'm gonna put a little small road in the side. Unevenly zoned, of course. There are some buildings that fit. This one will fit, but wide it does not. Okay, a little bit. Zoning is off.
Italian leather, Italian threading. Pernu is Italian for jean jacket. We take the second.
I want this to be alongside the train, just a nice view. Northern Intercity Rail.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't have pants. Pernu apparel.
These are smaller, so they cannot go over here. However, I do have very small roads. I have 1U roads. Do I have industrial 1U? I do. So these can fit. Their zoning will be incorrect because the way 1U roads work. But I don't mind that, especially in this area. That is one thing that I want in the update. I'm hoping for. Well, no, that is coming. That I'm happy about is the zoning. How you can place things on different sides. Oh wait, it does work. Was it because of this mod, zoning adjuster? I guess it works. I thought it didn't work. Yeah, when I connect it to a road, it doesn't work. Okay. We'll put this over here as well. This down here, actually. Good. Do I want... Is there a two-way version? There is a two-way version. Oh, that's a little narrow, being honest. A little too narrow. But we'll see.
Are they offsetting their capital gains? Do they even know about packaging risk with diversified intangibles? But then I just take a deep breath and
Can fit anywhere, to be honest. I do have 2 of these buildings, which I don't mind having. I'm gonna make this road go straight past here. I'm going to erase this node. Hopefully it'll snap correctly. Erase this and erase this. Set them to cross each other. Maybe their zoning will be fixed. No, but that's fine. Really snug. This can cross in here. This one can just be placed alongside here. That'll just be the layout for the ore buildings, I guess. They have to drive distance just to get here. Hopefully they take the highway. They might take the railroad crossing, which I kind of don't want them to do. I could erase this road, but I'm gonna see how it goes. Industry. But I'm hoping they take this road because the speed limit is faster than this one. 25 to 45. For that, let's make this faster as well. It is naturally faster, 30. That's 45 as well. Nothing will connect to this road beyond this point. I don't want anything touching this railroad crossing. Let's just combine these. West. And I think that's all. There are store buildings, storehouse. I don't think I need those. I could put one down here, just for fun. Hoping is fine. Make one face this way. Fine. In terms of large-scale industry buildings, nothing that I really want over here will go in ore. Everything will go in steel, to be honest, because they match the steel design. Like the industrial steel plant, it matches the design of the steel, or the oil area. Same thing with the petroleum refinery. And alongside, I do have a power plant that matches the oil really well, which is this one. The natural power gas plant. It's just like the oil facility, so I'm going to do the same thing there. Oil facility, I don't know where I'll put it, since the oil in this map is kind of placement. There's a placement over here. I mean, it's not bad in area, but this area looks like it's more for houses to be rather than on industry. And I did think about putting a zoo here as well, so I don't think oil would be good to put there. Like maybe like down here wouldn't be bad for oil, to be honest. Maybe in here in these grooves it wouldn't be bad for oil. And this is oil, I think. No, it's farm. These areas would be good for oil, if I'm being honest. Farmland is not bad either. It's pretty flat. Maybe I could... But is this too close to the border? Not that close, but it's kind of close. Farmland isn't bad. Farmland here... It isn't bad up here, actually, as well. I could put farmland up here, to be honest. I could also have more than one farmland if I wanted to. More than one anything. I'm not locked to anything, so I did place ore. I can place more than one ore. That's not a problem. I'll just be overproducing, which everything can be exported, I hope. Could do that. I could put... Yeah, farming wouldn't be bad up here. Like a rural area, I could put farming. The train is actually here as well, which is wild. Let's do that. Let's put farming up here. Farming up here, maybe another one down there. However, the train does have railroad crossings at points. 2 railroad crossings. 3 railroad crossings. That shouldn't be a problem. I'm mostly worried about this track and this one, because this one does go to the oil industry, or the industry area. It is pretty large. This is probably the largest one I've ever built. Large as the city, or larger than the city in terms of size. That's usually how industry goes anyway. Let's... Don't know how this is going to descend. It is acting as a viaduct right now from this point. Let's have this sloped correctly. Have it sloped here. 3'6". Well, not 3 foot. 3.6, 3.5 the entire way across. At a certain point, just make it slope a little bit closer. I might be too sharp, but I don't want to touch this train yet, so... Clearance is still good. It just slopes a little hard, but that's fine. I think a bus comes up here. 17 people taking this train. Oh, before I do anything, I'm actually want to test out the train. I'm gonna remove this one. As much as I like it, I do like New Jersey Transit more. Remove all of these. Place in maybe near the bottom. And I keep pressing that. NJ Transit. I want 2-car. But I also want the interior version. I just want to see what it looks like on the inside if I go into first person view. So the interior version will be fine. So this one should despawn. It's going straight past all these people before it stops. Yeah, because already there's too many. There's already a lot of trains taking this track itself. This one doesn't have it. I'm gonna go the interior one. I'm actually gonna sit inside of it just to see what it looks like. It's 2-car, which is perfect size. And it does have an interior. I don't wanna be inside of it while it's going. It's like a nice view. Like I could be a passenger sitting inside, just watching outside. However, I do wish the chairs were inverted, but the chairs do flip in real life. They kind of flip back and forth, depending on which way the train's going. But it is nice to sit inside of a train. I should save before I crash and do this. Sometimes I crash when I do that. Let me save real quick. It is autosave, but I don't know what I don't know when it just autosave lasts. I did do a lot of stuff. I want to redo it again. Now, let's go 11.5. No, I'm at 12. Am I? 12. No, I'm at 11. 11.5. At the end of the stream, I give it a different number. So, sure, this is day 16, but I'm at 11. But I did do some minor things in past streams. Like the first stream, I just changed highways. So made a road layout. It wasn't much. And the other stream, day 4, I crashed, so I didn't save. So it was that one caveat. And I just want to sit in this, to be honest. Let's look out the window. People actually, no, I doubt people actually sit down in here, so. Really wish I was facing the other way. The train's going this way, so let's face this way. It is going in the middle of nowhere. I kind of want to see nighttime, to be honest. Tunnels do light up at night, so I want to see that. Not oftentimes I go in nighttime. Doing like rather, I think this time everything lights up still. It does. So this time is fine. I don't want it too dark. A little bit of light. And the train doesn't light up. Well, it does light up, but not as bright, which is good.
I'm your host, Miles High. We're glad you've tuned in, and we have a special one coming up for you next. Keep it tuned right here.
Who knows? Maybe I'll make this the starting screen. Well, maybe facing this way one day. But maybe not. It is blocking a lot. I can't see much. Can't go too close to the windows, which kinda sucks. It'll start to descend, which is nice. I believe I don't have to fix these train speeds. I believe they come at 0.3, which is good. Under. And into a very bright tunnel. That is so bright. It looks cool looking through this window. You could see everything. There is a weird slope there I should fix. There's a weird dip, then comes back up, then goes back up. It's weird. Fix that. Right now, it just looks like I'm going straight, but I'm actually ascending. That's outside right there. Ah, but you get the gist. How does this look at night? So everything lights up, just the roads, which is nice. Has a train passed by yet? One coming? The only thing I need to see. Still no, nothing yet. They keep stopping at this building. So they stop here. And here. One just left. This one just left. I never noticed. This building looks nice at night. Lights up pretty nicely. Now next, what was I going to do next? I have this set up. Traffic is still good. This area over here, I kind of don't want to touch this yet. I was going to connect this. That's what I was going to do. So connecting the rest of the terminals together. So drawing this closer, the exit source lane. While also connecting it up here. So let's do this. This should work out fine. One lane coming across forward, then this one kind of connects to this one. So this will happen. Goes there, this goes there. They just connect. Easy. Set this to an only lane. Now, there are buildings that I can place in here now. Don't want the storage building yet. But I can place the mail. Mail buildings are often left out builds. Never my builds, but I do have different mail buildings. I do have this one. This is from PostNord. I do have this one. It does fit the space quite nicely. They use their own post trucks. They use PostNord trucks, which I don't mind. They're kind of nice. But I do like the vanilla one as well. The vanilla one isn't a bad asset. People mail. People boarding facility. This one can be somewhere else. Like maybe right here fits pretty perfect. A little too well, to be honest. That was planned, one could say. I planned that. Move these rocks. These ones are those kind of rocks. I don't need you, to be honest. Sorry. And this can be sloped. It's hideously disfigured. Now for the edge. This island was going to be for fishing. A way to connect fishing? I'm not sure how to connect them to anything, to be honest. From here to here can be 2 connection points. What kind of fish do I want? What kind of buildings do I want for fish? Vary depending on the... That was a good fish variety, to be honest. 3 fishes? Bad. Now I do need to make these bridges taller to make the boats fit under them. For salmon, shellfish, and anchovy. big three. I never find tuna. In most maps I play, tuna is never there. Here it's all just anchovy and salmon. Not salmon, shellfish. But tuna is that hard fish to come by. So, fish factory placement can go in here. Can it fit theoretically? Can I... Fish market. I never remember to place the fish market in the buildings, in my builds. They do need to go by a area where people live, or a tourist spot, which I don't think tourists would go just this place to buy fish. Seems weird. So a fish market. This is market, right? Fish market. You can go somewhere. I'm just gonna place it down. I'm not gonna think about where I'm putting it yet, but I'm gonna place it down. So like here, you go here. It's pretty large there. Pretty large. There is one road that I've never connected. I really should connect this road. Let me connect this road. Highway road. Highway roads. I don't mind, but it's just not straight enough. Through. And let's do that. Make it connect. Force it back. Now zoning will spawn back, so I just upgrade the skin. Then people should use this side. I did lock it off. Prevent them from coming over here, but this should allow them to come back here and use the roundabout. However, I don't think there's a need for that because the next exit's right here. So maybe not many people will take this road. In terms of fish, I could put the fish market on this road. I could convert the road back. Regular road. Put the market there. Don't want to put it here because there's a hill here. Hard to see. Here is not bad, but in the way. This is the park that I said I'd finished since day 3. I never touched it still. Never touched it since. I don't know when I'll touch it. Fish market down here. Usually it'd be placed under a highway or something, but I'm gonna place one here for now. Just gonna sit there until I get fish running through the city. Fish trucks running throughout the city. Lastly, let's get one over here. There's a nice open spot over here for one. There are houses nearby. I don't want them near too many houses. There are houses all over here. Here there are no houses, so let's go here. Connect the rest. I believe this is connected now, so cars should come by here soon. Yeah, they do. Good. They never had a way out, so they never came here. Now they do. I just need to figure out how to get them here as well. Thought about kind of moving this one all the way up. Train is here. Is the train going to the spot? It is. Perfect. Good. I'm going to take this train. I need to see which way the trucks will spawn from and return from. It's kind of fast. Down. 45 will be your local speed limit. Same thing here. 45 will be your local speed limit. We'll speed it up. Speed it up. Hopefully too many trains don't pass here, because there is a river crossing that I don't want to be used too much, but just enough, but not too much. One train per... or maybe 2 trains per... 1 train per day, since this is a day game. I want to see which way the trucks will spawn from. They spawn from one end, so they should... yeah, so they enter in from there. So, on this building, it's right to left. On these, it's... oh no, I meant from left to right. On these, it's right to left. On that one, it's left to right. This is a good placement for them. For this building. Turned around. Going back to the farm field. Okay, good. Keep that in mind. orientation is important for these buildings. They tend to cause themselves to back up traffic and be a little bit of a hassle. So I can fix this now. I'll make this correct now. Here, let's try... I might get rid of this road. I might make it this road, to be honest. Oh, I didn't mean to erase that, but I might make it this road. From here, it'll be a one-way going up. That'll then meet at this side, preventing any kind of railroad crossing in here. I don't want any railroad crossing here. So erase this. Don't need that anymore. Now, in terms of this large road, I don't know what I put in place of here, to be honest. I just make this a one-way. Go down. I don't have to pull this down. It is technically connected still. So I could leave that the way it is. However, this will be a little bothersome. So let's try this. Move it back enough so it doesn't hinder me too much. Pull this back up to like borderline right next to this track or road. However, I could put the railroad crossing right in the center so it doesn't interfere. Let me do that. Wait. If I do that though. Okay, so tell you what. This will be the plan. Do this, do that. Get rid of this road. Put the railroad crossing here. And come up this road. Up to here. It should be a sharp enough turn, but not too sharp. Not that. Don't do that. There. Here, rail crossing right at this portion. I can then connect back to its host spot. Maybe after the quay, it'll connect. Quay is annoying. After the quay. So let's go right. See what happens if I do this. Quay will be in the way. Won't be in the way if I send it just by one though. Both sides. Maybe just to send this by one. Good. That'll be a railroad crossing. Shouldn't hinder me too much. I'll have to extend this land out just a little bit so it could fit. And I do have to finish this quay. Just so it... I don't think I need this line. I just had this here just to the formation of my land. I don't think I need it anymore. I'm gonna erase that. Not yet, but erase it soon. This can curve with train. Let's make the point stop with the train. We'll go with the train. This road, I think it has to come from this island, to be honest. The Fisherman Island. I think that might have to be the case. I can remove this bridge. I don't know what this is. Leading it isn't a bad idea. There are buildings. I can just tilt it and bring it across. Like that, just bring it down. That. Deleting everything I come across. This is inverted, so I need to fix this. Fix this. I know to fix this, you just need to flatten out this land and it'll revert itself back to the way it was. Begging you to do it. Good. I don't want railings on these. Well, I don't mind railings on this portion, just not this portion. I don't want no railings to stick through these buildings. I could put railings on these. I don't mind railings on these. I will put a road on this one of these, but I'll just unnote it. Right word? That's probably the wrong word. No wooden building. Too dangerous. Too dangerous for a heavy truck. Realistically. At the edge will be one road. up past way. One road, double-sided, cross into this island. Heights. This is fine for a height. I hope it matches. From here, there will be fishermen. I do want them to be zoned correctly though, so I'm gonna try to make a straight line and make a quay follow it so it matches the zoning line or my zoning preference. I'm going to terraform this island, by the way. Nothing is safe. Be flats, be straights, be... I don't think I'll do this. I'll try to keep it a little bit to the island, but not too much. I'm gonna go straight across. I don't think I need this portion, unless I want this... Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me put a road from here to here. So it has 3 ways to connect to islands. I'm gonna do that. Let's do that now, so I don't forget later. The highway road. Make it a highway road, why not? Oh, but in terms of fish, I do need the fish to... Let me see the map again. I really never pressed that. Press this thing. Okay, so I do want a bridge at some point. So a bridge here would be tall enough for a boat to pass under, because the boat's antennas like to stick through bridges, and I don't like that, physically speaking. Same here. I do want this bridge to be tall enough. It doesn't have to be tall enough, maybe. Well, I guess it does. It'll be a little steep, however, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe nothing here. I would like it something for a boat to pass here, though, if I'm being honest. Just to make it look nice. Here, it's not going to be tall enough, but I do not think I could change the train's elevation. It'll be a little wonky, a little janky. I don't want that. I could change here, most likely. This is probably the most likely spot I change. And the edge. And make the boats turn around from this point. They should have enough fish, I think. They should have enough fish. So let's elevate this. Oh, I don't think that's gonna be a good idea, actually. The bridge will have to be a different bridge. Can't be... No, that won't work. It has to be a different bridge for the clearance to fit. So it has to be a thin bridge. Only highway roads are thin enough. The highway roads that I have are thin enough. Maybe this one... That's thin enough. However... Will it be enough? I should get a boat to pass by first before I do anything. So same here. I'm going to set it to this one. It is wider. I don't mind the wideness. Here, and this will turn onto the island. I'm gonna get some nodes down for some grid lines down before I do anything else. I'm kind of excited for the farming industry building. Not the farming, the fishing industry building. Something where I can actually use fish instead of just for people. But it requires plastic, which I really don't have, of course, because I need an oil industry. Oil industry is the last thing I place down, to be honest. Still, I don't know why, for some reason, it's the least fun one to me. Farming industry is probably the most fun one. Next to tree, and then ore. But oil... I never liked oil, but I have to use oil because pretty much all of the other industry buildings require oil of some sort. They require petroleum or plastic. I mean, the oil looks nice. The oil industry looks nice, but I just have a hard time finding a good spot for it. I tend to put it by water. Depending on location of the land, I'll put it on land, but the others are more fun for me. Like, or I like to do creative things where I like force it in a mountain. Okay, shove the giant claw in the mountain side. Trees, you could just literally make a forest of tree and put a tree farm in there. Farming is just farming. That's just spawn on its own. I get the corn, animals, stuff like that. Oil, eh, meh. They all look the same. Now, let's see. This might be a weird spot, so I'm gonna come a little closer. From here, no. Here. To the entry point. This road. So start from back here. Come forward. Stop. Now in terms of buildings. They will all be on the outside, so the interior doesn't matter. Only thing that'll go in here is a fishing factory. That's it. Nothing on the inside really matter, unless there's something that I'm forgetting. No, it's just this. I could put warehouses. I don't know if my warehouses will take fish. I don't know if I have that mod. No, it doesn't take fish. So I could get the mod for it to take in fish. If fish will be a little bit more useful, I could use that. Let's remove the trees on this island. I don't think I need trees on this, unless I do. Now for the fishing. I typically do not care for the orientation of roads for the building for the fish, because I don't worry too much about the fish industry, to be honest. It's rather tame. It's a tame industry to build compared to farming. Farming isn't tame at all, slightest. Fishing harbor, I don't want fishing. I want a specific type of fish. Anchovy. Let's put anchovy. I would like it to come in here, but that'd be a bad idea. Let's put anchovy on the far side so we can come down toward here. Anchovy at one edge. I will unlock that and erase that road. Shellfish. Most needed one. So shellfish can go anywhere, to be honest. Right here. Salmon. I'm going to make it face salmon, right? Tuna. Or salmon. Salmon will face this way. Go diagonal. Wouldn't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. However, no, diagonal's fine. I just needed to get to a quay, however. Diagonal salmon can work. Maybe on these smaller islands, to be honest, I could just use, like, the farms. So, this is the fish farm. The regular fish farm in here. However, I do want salmon to pass by in here. Same here. Maybe, like, out here. Like, little farms. Actually, algae. Algae farm is by far my favorite one. It looks nice. And it gives you the... Speaking of which, I don't think I have policies. What? I do have policies, but this seaweed gives you the algae-based water filtering, which I kind of like. The bus station gives you the tourist travel card. I should put a bus station. Bus stations before would cause your taxis to despawn. I don't know if that's a thing still, since they fixed taxis, kind of. Actually, it doesn't. It's not bad back here. Back here is fine. Back here is fine. I could just take the land from back there, so let me do that. Let me put the quays down for the rest, though. This can be diagonal, or I do want to try to keep another word for ecology. Yeah, ecology. Trying to keep the ecology of the land. I want this to be the same heights. To outstretch this a little. I will have some flooding, some minor flooding. This will be like a small little patch of water that'll force its way through. That's not bad, actually. I kind of like this idea. Finally popped up in my head. too much. Only should work from here, come across, not too far, so let's go from back here. Maybe close enough is better actually. Close to here. And diagonally across. However, let's go up here. Let's flatten this portion out from there here. I do want a small creek to pass by. Not too big, but not too small. How about there? Now, this. Let's... Oh, this is a little awkward. A little awkward. Let's do that. I do like to have a little area to pass by of water, so that's not bad. Want this to be the same height. We'll fix that just now. Hideous. Unlock. Lock. Erase. Attempt to erase the bad one. Good. And they are the perfect heights, which is nice. And then lock them back. Now, these are my roads. In terms of locking, no, I'm not gonna lock my roads. I'm gonna keep this road as nameless as it can be. Let's put another warehouse here, another fishing port. Maybe another shellfish, since I have so much shellfish in the water, so another shellfish would be fine. Same thing, just lock it and lock. Lock it and erase. Keep it the way it is. Here I want salmon, so let me set this to the same height. Salmon will be diagonal. Diagonal. There's a road placement. Oh no. It always bumps up a little bit, so bring it back down. Good height. Unlock this. Place it with the industry road. Now make it my own. I might do here is place a node here. I want it to curve, not this close. Here you can run into this. Runs into it pretty nicely. The zoning will be off, so let me do this real quick. It doesn't alter anything. Perfectly still, and then this road can connect. And then I'll have no problems. It will be perfect. The way I intended it. Now, bridge. On this the bridge. I do want the salmon to come under here. Bridge formats. Change the heights. Same here. Change the height. Now, let me see how big the boats are, how tall they are. I want to see how tall to make the bridges. Just for the salmon, I'm only going to do this. I don't think it's legal to have 2 salmon ways, so I'm going to need another salmon port now that I think about it. Good thing about doing that is, I could take away this land, to be honest. Sorry, fishes that belong under this place. You're getting no land left. No coral. Autosave. I wonder if City Skylines 2 will have fish. Like actual fish swimming around. That would look cool, but it wouldn't add anything really. But it would just look cool. Like how they have birds flying around. But not often do you see like a flock of birds. Like maybe you'll see birds flying in V's in the summer since there are seasons. What is this? Maybe? Kinda cool. Why'd I press transport, not transport? I want salmon. More salmon. Just one on the edge. It wall to wall. It does not need to connect to anything. I could just erase this completely. It'll connect to this road just fine. But yeah, anything this close would be good. And it is kind of low to the ground, which is nice. Not too low, but not too high. So let's get this fishing. I keep pressing transport. Instead, I want this to come across. I want this to enter this area right here. I don't want to go too close to the land, or else they will beach themselves, which is not good. I've done it before where they tend to beach from a whale. Okay, so I wanted to go over here. That's the plan. This might be too long of a line, but I don't really mind looking for how long they can go till they reach 100%. I just want there to be boats in my water, to be honest. Now, I know for a fact it cannot pass this railroad, so from here, it'll turn around. Let me turn off snapping. Let me turn this one on as well. From here, it'll turn around. I can't go under that bridge. I have to keep it close between the pillars is fine, and kind of return back home. Same here. This side, I wanted to go over here. I just wanted to see the clearance of the boats. That's the only reason of this doing this. And it divides into going forward. Here, take this side while the other side comes around. And from here, from the oil, around the oil, go right next to it. Around on the opposite side. I want to go a little bit closer to the mill. I don't want to go too far to the side. Right there's fine. Work its way around. Little islands. Back. And like that. I just want to see the clearance for the bridges so I can alter them. I'm gonna let these boats run for a while. Oh, the flooding, I forgot about that. It altered the land a little, so flooding was bound to happen. They're pretty tall. Well, their antennas are pretty tall. Really tall, actually. Oh, this might be a little bit of little work, but this is really high, man. My guy, jeezums. Maybe I could take advantage now of me wanting to use this road. Oh no, that's a bad idea. It's really, oh, that's a really bad idea. Horrible idea. That'll be too high. I can't do that. I don't mind it on this road, to be honest. It's a small island. It can elevate that high, but I worry about these small ones. Here, it'll be a little bit of a problem. It'll be a little too high. Same, maybe not here. I don't worry about here as much. I have the space for it. Space is fine, but this one has no space. See how it turns out though. So, is that high? So I just have to raise this one as well. Raise this one as well. Hopefully the clearance is good. Bring this over a little bit. Should be good. I think I have no control. Can I control these? Seems like I can. Okay. This can be a bridge, to be honest. I don't think this will touch land. It is pretty steep in itself, so let's just set this to the same height. Make it descend from this point forward. Same here. And this will be a bridge. I don't want to see this large cliff hanging off the edge. I really want to use this, to be honest. But it's so deep. But it looks good. This is for like shallow water where no boats pass under. And then at one point there's a... Should I use the drawbridge asset? No, I can't. There's too many fish boats that'll pass by. I can't use drawbridge here. You know, horrible mistake. I did that. This can ascend too. I don't mind this ascending. Here to here. And go back down to normal level. A little further. It's fine. That's a proper... Why does it look so weird? Really weird. That is weird, okay. Clearance for this side is good. Good. Oh, here, I can't do anything about this. Unless I make this naturally high and it wraps around and back here. That seems like the only viable choice, to be honest, but... that might be the only viable choice. Here, I don't mind. Here, I can ascend naturally. Here, I could use the slope trick. Let's go up to here and let's say pretend it's tall. I can just wait for the thing to pass by. Oh, hurry up, please hurry up. Take forever. Good. Maybe I don't need a slope trick for this portion. 4, 9. There's fine. 3. Make it a bridge with this movement right here. Lane. Good. Now, this is a problem. You are the problem. How much fish have you collected? 45%, 46%. By the time you get to here, you can turn around and you will be full of fish. I could stop it here. I'm being honest. I don't think I have to go any further. Should have enough fish by then, so I think that might be the way. Yeah, I think that'll have to be the way. It might have to stop here and make a U-turn. At this point. Because I can't go any higher with this bridge. So let's do that. We have to cut your path short. Sorry, boat. Yeah, that'll be the path. I'm gonna see a return ship. Hopefully it should have 100 by that time, but here this should already be, yeah, almost full. There's a negative current on this way. There must be a water source here. There is, okay. Hopefully the return ship, I know it should be high enough since this one can fit, one can fit. The return ship, like this one, 67, I don't know if it'll have enough. Little patch right there. Yeah, it should have enough. So they should reach 100 by the time they're done. This one's ready to reach 100 for a long time, so this one should be done. Let's continue. More? Good. Hey, you took a little patch. Okay, good. I could make it past in here a little bit, but nah. Boat's there. Boat's there. In terms of storing the fish, you have nowhere to store it. Fine for now. I'll get a place to store it on Wednesday. Now the internals. Basically just a fish factory, to be honest. I mean, I could have warehouses for the fish. I'll put the fish factory on this side. Just fit better here. And for this corner will be the algae and fish farms, the sorts. Most likely just algae, I think. Not to go overboard with the materials that can be in here. Algae farm. Let's put it down here. Or that thing's there, so I can't do that. I'm gonna get rid of the road that it comes with. Annoying me. I'm gonna get rid of it at this point. I don't want to take up too much water though. Too much space. I mean, it doesn't matter since it's on stilts or elevated height, and nothing will pass this way anyway. I could put them in here, to be honest. Like a little place just for them. The fish farm can go in here. I forgot to put a bridge here. Much as I would like to put this one. It's not really... It doesn't look like an industry... I mean, it does look like an industry bridge, but... No, let's go with the standard industry bridge, like the design bridge that it was meant to be. I do like this one. I can't complain. We'll make it even, make it rise above the quay at least. To descend. Make it even, bring this one over, bring this over. Enough. Algae farm. Dirt, large, take up a lot of space. I'm gonna have a separate road in the back, just for the fish. So this road is separate. This is really big. However, you can mix them up, kind of. Put like algae farm there, algae farm there. I do want to put one of these though. I do prefer these buildings. I put one in the corner. This is taking up a lot of space. However, it can possibly be brought back a little bit. Oh, it does interact with the others quite a bit. So maybe this can move over here. This will be better over here. I'll keep the algae over here. They can be next to each other as well. Right along here. Force them next to each other. Yeah, not bad. So road heights. Get rid of their roads. Get rid of their natural roads. I'm going to replace them with roads that run across up to this portion. One seems like a little lowly though, to be honest. However, these things do take quite a bit of space. A fish farm isn't a bad idea to have, but I already have... These things only make fish, correct? Yes. I don't need too much of these, to be honest. I think this will be this point where I stop placing more stuff. More fish stuff. I think this will be enough. I'm going to unlock these,
Is, penguins are
prevent them from,
Haven't you ever watched the
well, to
movie
make my own
Penguin?
road. I don't want them to
It
look
might look a little awkward,
like this.
but that just makes it fun. If you believe in what you're doing, then you're
Here
bound
they
to make
do
it style.
almost fit
Just
quite
remember to
well.
stay away from the karaoke machine.
However, they're not gonna connect to this road. I mean, it might connect to this
See
one,
if we can
but
get those
it's
pigs
mainly
to
meant for
dance.
this side.
Here's another favorite.
Here, let's go from... Actually, yeah, right there is fine. Surprised the snaps there. The quay is there. Weird. Across. Just into this portion. Bridge. Just change its height. Oh, that's why, because you took this road as your parents. That's why I connected correctly. I can't node this. I can't select it just because it took it as its parent. So let's just elevate this. When I elevate that, it elevates that. Like this. Why that was selected? Elevate this. And just de-elevate this just a little bit. So that doesn't show. Pull this over just a little bit. Just so it's a little bit away from this road, not too close. Now, over here. This in a like in an orderly fashion, so maybe naturally here to here is fine. Let's try that. Move this one. Make sure the nodes are correctly on place. Switch across again. Make this elevate a little bit higher. Way doesn't come through. And it's a bend. Custom. Does bend work well? No. It used to work well. Bend used to work, and stretch. Stretch used to work well too, but then now it does this. I don't know what that is, but custom is now the way to go. I think that's good in terms of fish. I don't think I need any more fish. Only thing I've placed left in this island is the new industry building that comes with fish. Well, that needs fish. But I don't think I placed anything else in here besides the factory and storage. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Wednesday, place the rest of this industry buildings. I do want to see what the industry pack has to offer. Or, I know what it has to offer, but I just want to see what the buildings look like. I know what they look like, but... I want to experiment for myself to see how they feel. Now, I'd rather put this here than here. It would interact badly with the nodes. They're this awkwardly placed. However, it would be good to make it run straight down, but let's make it connect to the end. If I were to do that, I'd rather move this forward a bit closer. Bring this to a bend. Just like so. Change this into industrial. Get back. I'm just gonna place interlocking rows between here for now. Not sure what I'm gonna put yet. Not sure. I do know what I'm gonna put, but not. I don't know the orientation yet. Everything. I like to see the orientation of my builds as they go. Move this bridge. I will connect this quay later on. Here. I did say I was going to connect this, to be honest. I don't know if I will anymore. This might just be like an empty road. Yeah, it'll come to an empty road. Now, in terms of connections with quays. Quays cannot connect into more than one. It's kind of saddening. This happens when two different quays of different design will connect with each other. Let me try to see if they connect with each other, actually. No, they don't. So, this one will have to go. For now, I'm just going to make this continue. I don't oftentimes build too many quays, but they do add a nice border to your city. Like, here, around here, kind of ends here. I could make it continue, but kind of interrupt the trees, and I like the natural look. But in other places, like around this park, the quays do well. Just because they add a border. Industry, they actually look fine in industry. Like when you look at industry from a map, they oftentimes have some kind of border because they're all man-made. They're never really naturally there because they got to place the boats down somewhere, so they got to put some kind of foundation down, which is where quays come in. Now, I don't know how the quay will look over here. I don't know if I can put a quay over here. I might make it end up on top of this rock or on top of this hill, just because the land in here is pretty normal. It's pretty stable. I don't think I need any quays up here. Everything down here. Don't think I need anything over here. So it could end here. So come forward. And in terms of design, I don't know if I want this to bend and kind of bend back. I guess that works. Set it to 0.2 is back. Looks like either this side or the other side is correctly heighted. That side of the end, so this. Now, in terms of what ends what, you will stop early. This will continue. There's a natural height. So from here, will ascend your quay. From there is flat. Now, what I could do is just have this come straight across, but they don't meet. They kind of just end right at each other. Let's come close and then just kind of do that. And just rise it up. Just like that. Now, they are different designs, so let me convert this to stone. Don't do this to me again. Please stay your natural height. Please stay your natural height. This is lower. Naturally, this is lower. Please. Thank you. Now, what did you do? It's because of this quay wall. So what I can do now, I want to keep this, but I want to change this. So now I can use the terraform roads, terraform networks, which is nice. I kind of like this. 2U terraform. 2U there to there. Go all the way back and just bring it back. Shift, cluster. Oh. Too high. Gotta change the height. Let me do it myself. I love this. This is nice. I could do the same the other side, can't I? I could do it here. I love this network. This was genius. Oh, this is perfect. I have to thank you guys yesterday for showing me this. I never knew this existed. Now, I don't know if I want to alter this side. Let me try, see what it looks like. That's not bad. I'll use a larger one. So let's go, is there a 4 one? There is. Put the 4 version instead. Yes. It's perfect. Now with here, I believe you can do it here as well. Just fix this land out. Visible network. I know in the instructions it said, not instructions, in the thing it says, who will use a 12? 12 is too big, yeah, who will use a 12? Is there an 8? There's an 8? 8's too big. Is there a 6? There is. 6 might be the way. No, wait, let's go with the 4. 4 might be the way. Yeah. And set it to heights. Perfect. Perfect. Bring this back so I don't get that problem. And this makes quays a lot easier, a lot better as well. Yes, this is a lot better. Now, I think. So I didn't look. 26, good. A lot of people are. It's a game day. Was game day. A lot of people were here. Seems like. I know when it's red, that means that means building requires parking. I do have parking in front of it. Same thing with down here. I do have parking that they did use it all. I do have parking down here, which they started to use. Nice. They are using all the parking lots on the street. It's good. Rather than use all the parking lots on the street. Today, I think I will end today here. I did get the fishing industry done. I never did figure out this area. However, I do want to wait for the update for tomorrow. Figure that out. In terms of industry, I do know where I want to put some of my industry buildings. How is the mall? Mall is... That's good. I did fix my traffic problem from earlier. There's an ore industry now. So I think I will stop here for today. Yeah, I'll stop here for today. The plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the update. I won't stream tomorrow, just for the fact that I want the mods to update, like all the important mods to update. So I'll give it about 2 days since I start streaming at 7:30, which is almost 2 days. So Wednesday will be the next time I stream. Wednesday, 7:30, same time, 7:30 EST. But I'm just gonna, yeah, the goal for Wednesday, I'm just gonna look at all the new stuff and try to place it down. I want to start my industry as well Wednesday, but I'm gonna look at the new stuff, like the hotels, for example. I don't know what the hotels do because I never looked it up. Like I never looked at the YouTube videos Colossal Orders put out the hotels, but curious to see how they work. I think that'll be all. So with that being said, I will game capture. I will end stream here. Let me save. So with that, have a good day, everyone. I will be back Wednesday, 7:30. Thank you all for coming. Have a good night.